part two of Do You Support Your Black Men with the cigar and Montel Blue Sweat. I'm going to ask this question. Do you think black men promote other women above theirs? I'll answer that. And the whole totality of things, no. Black men overwhelmingly love black women. How do we know? We may complain about the treatment, but over 80%, upper 80s, still love, marry, date, and procreate with black women. When you talk about those black men who date other races of women, it's not a racial thing. It's a treatment. Everybody's going to go to the path of least resistance when it comes to mating. Even black men are going to go where they're celebrated. So that's a non-factor. Black men, even those who, well, some of those who interracially date, would prefer to be with a black woman. I've noticed that several times in many videos, not just Cynthia G, so I won't pick on her about it. I've noticed that black men are always held to that white standard. We're in a predominantly white country, held to a white standard, and historically, we've always been the subjugated. That's the equivalent of asking a fish how fast it can run. And what makes the black man the most amazing in America is that even though all of the prejudice, the systematic racism, despite all of the brutality, just the condescending ways that people try to just disavow our manhood, we still rise to the occasion. We still defend our women. One thing I could say about the black man compared to other races of men in this country, a black man will defend a black woman and won't even know her. I've done so several times myself. And I'm not even talking about on duty, even prior to me being police. Black men have always held their women in the highest esteem. One is part of being raised in a gynocracy. Two is just being respectful men. No woman can talk about the duties of manhood to a man, just like no man should be able to talk about what the duties of a woman are, because we're not women. I've noticed that black women always centralize their points. If I could do it, why can't black men do it and get their education? Because you're favored. Women are always going to be protected. Women are always going to be the ones who sit at the seat that men put on their backs to carry. So when I hear this argument about promoting other races of women, that's nonsense. We've always went out of our way, whether they were the Hotep brothers, Muslim brothers, Christian brothers, whoever. We've always promoted our women as beautiful. When Serena Williams was being called very derogatory things like a monkey and a gorilla, it was black men who promoted her as beautiful. But what's the thanks that we get? She runs around and marries a white guy who's partnered with Reddit, which was one of the racist sites that talked about her looking like a monkey. I digress on that one. If you want to really judge black men by their merit, historically, did we run from our country? Black men have fought wars, have fought the police, the racist police officers, the Ku Klux Klan, skinheads, and other systematic organizations to prop themselves, their women, and their children. Are there a select few of black men who are derelict in their masculinity? Yes, I'm the first person to tell you that. But overall, we will always take the sacrifice, the blunt of the force. We will always galvanize our women and children, even if it comes to the risk of our own very lives. If anything, black men have been the epitome of masculinity and dignity. When we can basically get spit upon by the ruling class and still succeed. No other race of man can do that. Appreciate the gold that you have in your men, black women. You should never ever look at your black man as deficient. If anything, if you would have gave a black man just a little of support, he can be your Superman, or if you downgrade him, belate him, and desecrate him, you can be his kryptonite. Black women don't understand the power they hold when it comes to their men. Think about it. If you want us to grow, if you want us to reach new heights, if you want us to build the community, build infrastructure, give us the motivation to build for you. That's what the other races of women do. They can respect their man, and if the man's down, guess what? They will kiss him on the cheek, they will carry him off, and they will lick his wounds, they will patch him up, they'll give him a kiss on the forehead, and they will send him back out in the world like a champion that he truly is. Remember this. Ask not what your black men can do for you. Ask what you can do for your black men. Because where the men goes, the society is sure to follow. Like, share, subscribe. Woo! Cheers.